Hello everyone and welcome to our next Teachitright Tuesday update video. These will be the messages for the 11th of January. It has been wonderful to welcome back all of our students back after the Christmas holidays and getting settled back into those routines. We're looking forward to going through this video with you and giving you plenty of updates on things that are coming up. So let's make a start. Just a reminder, these are the Teachitright Tuesday updates for the 11th of January. So the first things to just talk to you about some of the messages that have come out of the centres already since we've been back. We did suggest at the beginning of term that any child that comes into our centres, please, if they could do a lateral flow test before they come in, and certainly if they are showing any symptoms, then we would ask them not to come into class. Unfortunately, we have had quite a few children off with COVID and self-isolating. Don't forget that we do have the student portal, so children can go on there and see the lesson plans and hopefully catch up with anything that they have missed. Certainly getting back into the centres, we have been hard at work marking homework, checking how children got on with their week 2's homework. Please do make sure, that children do hand in their homework at the beginning of the lessons. Of course, we remind them, but sometimes some of the books do slip through the net if children haven't handed them in. And I know children are desperate always to find out how they've got on so we can mark it. So please do encourage your child right at the beginning of the lesson to hand in their homework. Make them put it in the piles, and the markers will come round, collect them up and make sure that it's all marked before children go home. Punctuality was really good, certainly over the weekend in the centres that I was in, so thank you very much for that. It really does make a massive difference to our lessons if children can get there on time and we can spend that valuable hour or 2 hours with your child. So please do keep that up as a bit of a New Year's resolution. Please, getting your children on time to the class is really important. Okay, the next thing that I just wanted to talk to you about, and this is really for those people that have just started with us. Hopefully you've received within your starter packs a sheet that looks like this, which talks about the homework. I think it's really important that we're very transparent with how we mark our homework, and so your child is aware of how they're progressing, and you've also got an insight into how that homework has gone. We do use a traffic light system at Teachitright. It's fairly simple. The green indicates that there's a secure understanding. Children have generally got most of what they've done correct, and that's wonderful. I have seen lots of children with lots of greens, which is super. If they do get an amber, certainly nothing to worry about. It just means that they've made a few mistakes, but hopefully they've still understood what they've been doing, and certainly we know that children will make mistakes in some of the questions, and hopefully they learn from those mistakes, looking back over it, and certainly the tutors will support children with that, but it still shows a good understanding. If a child does get a red sticker on their book, this means that they found this concept a little bit more difficult, and that's fine. We can help them with that, and it also raises that is an area when we come back to it, and certainly with a lot of the topics, come back to them again, we'll be able to give that child that additional support on that area. If they do get a blue, this means they haven't done it, and we certainly want to encourage children to get their homework done. We know how it really supports what children have been learning in the lessons, but if it is consistently blue, and there's lots of blues on the children's books, then we will be speaking to parents just about how we can support you best with that homework. So that hopefully clarifies our homework tracking system. We do track this through our classroom management system, so we're very much aware of how children are progressing. We can also look at trends as well, of specific question types that we may need to come back to. We'll also bring into our summer and Easter revision camps as well, because it's really important that we focus on those things that children do find more challenging. So let's just have a look at a typical homework overview, and I think again this is just important for those people who have just started with us, getting into our routines. We set you must, you could. We would encourage children, of course, to do the you must tasks. We will mark those all in the centre. The you could, it's up to you. If your child has got time to fit it into their busy weekly schedules, then we would also ask that you mark that as well and you check how they've got on. What we also find with a lot of the homework that we set, that if children don't spread it out during the week, then they are going to struggle to complete all of the tasks that we're trying to ask them to do. So do be aware that your child is going to find it difficult to get everything done, particularly if they're in year 5 and they're doing 2 subject areas, if they just do it the night before, for example, before their lesson. So do try and spread it out across the week. That's the best approach we always find. next slide is just to talk to you again about our Easter and our summer camps. As you know, they are available to book. We're delighted that lots of people have signed up already and are very keen to get their children involved in revision classes, and they are really integral in terms of getting children to go over things that they found more difficult, but give them that continuity of practice across the year. They are additional, of course, to our weekly lessons, but we do find that children, certainly over the Easter and the summer, do need to be kept busy and focusing on things like the 11 plus, and to give them that best possible chance in their exams in September. So if you haven't already booked onto those revision camps, they can be booked online. There is a £50 discount for those revision camps. So get onto the website, get booking, make sure you've got those dates in your diaries. We can certainly make sure that we do everything to support the children during those free days. They are free days, and I know the children really do enjoy them. We add in lots of interactive quizzes and make sure that they really enjoy those sessions, but certainly they get a lot out of it in terms of the 11 plus revision syllabus. Let's have a little look at the next slide, and this of course outlines the mock exams that we've got, and those mock exams can also be booked on our website now. The mock exams again are a really important part of the Teachitright course. They really put children in that position that it'll be similar to in September and give children a chance to work against the clock and focus on their time management skills, and we provide a very detailed report. We also use an optical reader. We are one of the only tuition companies I think in the land that uses an actual optical reader to mark their tests, which is similar to those exam boards. So please again do sign up for those. Do be aware of the lettering, of course, that they are all lettered, so you don't want to be repeating any of those mock exams because they would obviously be the same, but just be aware of the letters when you are booking on our website. There is currently an offer of free for the price of 4 if you do book those mock exams over the next few weeks or so. That won't be something, I'm afraid, that will last throughout the year, so do jump on that now while you can. It was absolutely delightful to welcome students to Atty Palai's lesson last night. I had the opportunity to meet them online briefly just before Atty got stuck in with glorious geometry with the children. They did really, really well. No, Atty was very impressed with their hard work, and certainly we've got more sessions coming up if you're interested in booking. Not many places left on Atty's maths classes, but if you did want to join Atty next week on Mastering Measurement, we've sent out a separate email just to make you aware of that, and you can book that again online. And there's lots of other subjects coming up, appealing averages, we're doing some work on area and perimeter, fractions, decimals and percentages, really, really important for the 11 plus, and also some work on awesome algebra as well. So each session is only £15, so do get booked onto those if you want to, and certainly if your child did enjoy their lesson with Atty last night, which I'm sure they did, then they can book on future lessons. We've also got tomorrow our creative writing masterclasses starting with Sarah Howes. So if you would like to join in with powerful poetry tomorrow, that's what we're starting off with. There are a few places left on that course. We have limited the number just to make sure that we can give children plenty of individual support. But the writing classes will start tomorrow, and we'll be sending out a link so it's easy for you to get onto that Zoom call. But if you are still interested, there are a few places that are still available to be booked. Our top-up classes start on Sunday the 16th of January, and as we've mentioned on a few occasions before, Hilary Mayle will be doing the CEM classes, that will be in the afternoon, and Jyoti Bassi will be doing GL. There are not many places left on the CEM online course, but there are plenty of places left on the GL assessment. Now, as you're all aware, GL assessment is the exam board for Buckinghamshire, and if your child is potentially going for, say, the Slough Consortium or the Reading schools, but also wants to have a go at the Buckinghamshire exam, it is very advisable that they do go and study for GL assessment. So if you are interested in joining, there is just a very little window now because we need to send out the books before the weekend. So in the next few days, if you do want to join up onto that top-up GL assessment course, then please do visit our website or contact the office and we will get you booked on. We'll get all the books sent out to you and you'll be ready to go for this coming weekend. So it is really, really important that you don't leave it and think, oh, it doesn't matter, my child will get everything they need out of potentially a CEM course for GL. It doesn't quite work like that. There are variations that need to be covered off. So if you have any questions about it or you want a bit more information, then don't hesitate to ring our office. They're always willing to provide all the information you need, but certainly do book onto the GL course or the CEM one if you are looking to do both local authorities. Now, on Sunday, we've also got, as well as our top-up classes, we're also starting our maths workshop over Zoom with our parents. We've got lots of parents signed up. There are still places available. So if you are keen to get onto that, then please do sign up. It is important you sign up, and that allows us then to send you out a booklet. I'm pleased to announce that Luke Lloyd will be coming along with me onto that Zoom call. Luke is a wonderful maths teacher, and he does a lot of tutoring for us, not only for the 11 plus, but also for GCSE as well. And he's going to be coming along and sharing his wonderful insight into how maths is taught through the 11 plus, share with you lots of the topics, give you lots of advice about how to support your own child with maths, but also outline some of the types of questions that could actually come up in the 11 plus exam, or certainly some of the topic areas that would be there. So, if you are interested in booking, again, visit our website under the shop and you can book your parent workshop slot for the 16th of January. February half term, we will be running a creative writing camp again, and Josephine Allen is going to be running that one. She's very, very passionate about developing and supporting pupils' writing. So if you are interested in booking onto that, you can book that again through our website. It is open to all Key Stage 2 students. So if your child is in Year 4, Year 5 or potentially Year 6, they are welcome to come along and work with Josephine on developing their writing skills. And this is perfect certainly for the Reading schools, but also if your child is looking for other schools that require writing, schools like Tiffin's, for example, in Kingston, or any independent schools where you know that they're going to be setting writing as part of their entrance criteria. Certainly a lot of schools put a huge emphasis on writing, certainly with the changes for Reading boys, that is really a big part of that selection process. So not only that, if you do feel that your child is fallen behind a little bit with their writing skills, certainly over the last 2 years, you just don't feel that their writing has moved forward at the pace that you'd like it to, then certainly do come to us and join in with that wonderful 3-day camp on the 21st, 22nd and 23rd of February over half term, and it's a great opportunity to get children to work on their writing. Talking about writing, as you know, we've had Billy's creative writing competition over the holidays, and we know who the winners are. Carly Neighbour has produced a wonderful video saying who the winners are. We are just contacting those parents at the moment just to make sure we've got the permission to share their children's details or their names via a video, and there'll be a video going out in the next couple of days that will hopefully enlighten you into who were the winners. But thank you very much to all those people who entered that competition. I know lots of entries came through to Carly and some brilliant writing. Louise resumed her book club on Sunday, and this coming Sunday she's going to be focusing on a non-fiction text. We know, certainly with the 11 plus exam, that it could be a non-fiction text that is provided as part of the comprehension exercise. So Louise always delves very sensibly into some non-fiction texts as well. And she's actually going to be looking at green grass for children, and certainly very topical at the moment with recycling and things like that. And there are 35 step-by-step projects that children can actually do at home and make. So do come along to her book club, hear more about that book, but also children will have an opportunity to read their own books as well during that club, and that runs on a Sunday afternoon. There is a link in this supporting email with the video, so do come along to that club and join in. I think Louise had a really good turnout on Sunday, but I know she's always willing to have new joiners. The homework club started yesterday, and it was lovely to have lots of children coming along asking questions, but I know Tahira Arshad was very keen to get that club up and running again to support children with their homework. So Year 4s can come along between 5:30 and 6:30. Year 5, 6:30 to 7:30. Do keep to those timings, please. Very important, just because we can't have too many people coming into the call. Otherwise, it sort of defeats the object of giving them that support. But if you are interested in that homework club, do use the link within the email. And just finally, important dates. So we've got Louise's book club again on the 16th of January. Homework club will be running every Monday evening, but that is only term time. So if you've never come along to that, do drop in and get some advice and support around your homework task. Doesn't matter what week you're in, come along, and I'm sure Tahir Arshad will be there to help you. The Maths Masterclasses will continue on January the 17th. Sorry, it says starting on. It did start yesterday, but carry on next week. The Creative Writing Masterclasses do, though, start tomorrow on the 12th of January. So if you'd like to book onto that, do visit our website. And our Maths Parent Workshop. We're really, really keen to get as many parents involved in that as possible. Doesn't matter whether your child's in Year 4 or Year 5. Do come along and find out more about the maths syllabus within the 11+. And ask any questions about maths as well. We've had some wonderful emails through from parents recently about things like bod maths and questions about specific elements around maths. So don't hesitate to come along on that workshop and ask any questions that you may have. As Billy suggests, get those dates in your diary, and we're very much looking forward to all the events that we've got coming up over the next few months. So, thank you very much again for watching this video. I hope you find them beneficial. There will be 2 separate videos that will go out for the tip of the week and the resource feature of the week, so look out for those, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.